She doesn't remember leaving the palace. Only the sound of shouting behind her. The Alpha King's voice, sharp, final. Then. Running. Branches tear at her skin. Her lungs burn. Her feet barely touch the ground. She doesn't look back. Because she knows. If she does, he'll be there. She didn't remember how far she'd run. Only that she hadn't stopped. Not when her lungs began to burn. Not when her legs started to shake. Not even when the forest thickened into something wild and unrecognizable. Only when her body finally gave out. Did she fall? Hard. The ground rushed up to meet her, cold and uneven beneath her palms. Dirt pressed into her skin. Dry leaves crackled under her weight as she collapsed fully onto her side, breath tearing out of her chest in uneven, broken pulls. For a moment. She didn't move. Couldn't. The world tilted slightly, her vision blurring at the edges as her heart slammed violently against her ribs. Then. Silence. Not the tense, suffocating silence of the palace halls. Not the watchful stillness that always meant someone was listening. This silence was different. Wide. Open. Empty. No guards. No walls. No iron doors. No footsteps echoing behind her. No presence looming just beyond her reach. No king. Her fingers curled slowly into the dirt beneath her. She waited. For the sound of pursuit. For the crack of branches. For the low command that would drag her back. Nothing came. Minutes passed. Or maybe longer. Time felt strange out here, looser, less defined. Carefully, slowly. She pushed herself upright. Her arms trembled under her weight, muscles screaming in protest, but she forced herself up anyway until she was sitting, then kneeling, then barely standing. She turned in a slow circle. Trees. Endless trees. Tall. Dense. Unfamiliar. No stone walls cutting off the horizon. No watchtowers looming overhead. Just forest. Just freedom. For the first time in weeks. She was outside. Actually outside. Her breath caught. A strange, disbelieving sound escaped her throat. Not quite a laugh. Not quite a sob. I made it, she whispered, the words fragile, like they might shatter if spoken too loudly. No one answered. No one corrected her. No one told her to kneel. Her chest rose sharply. And then. Relief hit. Sudden. Overwhelming. It crashed through her like a wave, stealing the strength from her legs as she staggered back a step, one hand bracing against the nearest tree. She was free. Free. The word echoed in her mind, unfamiliar and disorienting. Free. But as quickly as it came. Something shifted. Subtle. Quiet. Wrong. Her breath slowed. Her grip on the tree tightened. The forest didn't move. No wind. No distant animals. No rustling leaves. Nothing. Too still. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that didn't feel peaceful. But waiting. Her eyes flicked through the trees again, sharper now. Searching. Listening. Her heartbeat began to pick up again. Slow at first. Then faster. Something wasn't right. She didn't know what. Couldn't name it. But she felt it. A hollow, creeping unease sliding beneath her skin. Like she'd left something behind. But it hadn't let her go. She swallowed hard and pushed herself away from the tree. Move. Don't stand still. Standing still had never been safe. Not there. Not in the palace. Her steps were unsteady at first, her legs stiff from exhaustion, but she forced herself forward anyway, deeper into the unfamiliar woods. Each step felt strange. Too quiet. Too unobserved. No one correcting her pace. No one watching her hands. No one waiting for her to make a mistake. It should have felt like relief. It didn't. Because even now, she could still feel him. Not see him. Not hear him. But feel him. That constant awareness that had followed her every moment inside those walls. The Alpha King. The one who ruled the palace like it was an extension of himself. Cold. Controlled. Unyielding. A man who didn't raise his voice. Because he never needed to. A man who didn't chase. Because nothing ever got far enough to require it. Nothing escaped him. Nothing. Her breath caught again as a memory surfaced. Sharp, unwanted. The way he used to stand at the far end of the hall, saying nothing. Just watching. Not moving. Not speaking. But somehow still, everywhere. Like the air itself bent around him. Like the space between them didn't matter. Like distance meant nothing. She shook her head hard, trying to force the image away. "You're not there anymore," she whispered under her breath. The words sounded weak. Unconvincing. Because even now. Even here. Her body didn't believe it. She walked for what felt like hours. Or maybe it was minutes. The forest didn't change much. Just trees. Just shadows stretching between them. Just that same heavy quiet pressing in from all sides. Eventually, she slowed. Then stopped. Her chest rose and fell steadily now, her breathing finally beginning to even out. Nothing followed her. Nothing attacked. Nothing dragged her back. She should feel safe. She waited. 1 second. 2. 5. 10. And then. It hit. Not pain. Not sound. Something else. A shift. Subtle. But unmistakable. Her body reacted before her mind could catch up. Her shoulders tensed. Her breath caught. Her pulse stuttered once, hard. And then began to race. Slowly. She turned her head. There was nothing there. Just trees. Just shadows. Just silence. But the feeling didn't fade. It lingered. Pressed. Hovered. Like someone standing just behind her. Close enough to touch. But refusing to move. Her throat tightened. "No," she whispered, barely audible. That wasn't possible. She'd crossed the border. She'd run far enough. She'd felt it. That moment when something snapped. When something broke. She had felt it. Hadn't she? Her chest tightened further. Because now. Standing there in the middle of nowhere. She wasn't so sure anymore. Her fingers curled slowly at her sides. And deep in her chest. Something pulsed. Not her heartbeat. Something else. Something heavier. Colder. Familiar. Her eyes widened slightly. "The bond," she breathed. Silence answered her. But the feeling didn't leave. Didn't weaken. Didn't disappear. If anything. It settled deeper. Stronger. Like it had been waiting for her to notice. Her stomach dropped. The bond didn't break. No. She took a step back. Then another. Then turned sharply and kept walking. Faster this time. Deliberate. Focused. Ignore it. Ignore the feeling. Ignore the way her skin prickled like she was being watched. Ignore the way her body kept tensing like it expected something to appear behind her at any moment. She kept moving. Didn't stop. didn't look back. Not again. Not this time. Hours passed. The light shifted above the trees, dimming slowly as the day began to fade. Eventually, she stopped again. Just for a moment. Just to breathe. Her hands braced against her knees as she bent forward slightly, pulling air into her lungs. Nothing. Still nothing. No footsteps. No movement. No voice. Her shoulders lowered slightly. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was just her imagination. Residual fear. The kind that lingered even after you left. She straightened slowly. Closed her eyes.